Hello, my name is Peter. Today I would like to show you my favorite place, Biebrzą National Park. The photos that will be presented have been taken by me. I hope that you will like them. We are beginning our adventure in Białystok, but we are leaving city and we are going about 50 kilometers. We are entering Czarska Road, which runs by Biebrza National Park, the biggest national park in Poland. From the end of autumn through all winter, in forests we can see mooses. We must look through the trees carefully, sure we will see those calm animals. If we behave quietly enough, they will show up like models on the catwalk. I love hiking tours very much. We can listen to the forest, which is seemingly quiet. During such a tour, we are sure going to see a great spotted woodpecker. Most of us have heard its knocking, but I think that you haven't heard its voice. Listen. In the forest, sometimes it's hard to see animals, but it's easy to see their traces. Traces are, for example, vestiges of digging roe deer, wolf dunks, or bitten twigs by a moose. You mustn't confuse this concept with tracks, that is, imprints of animals. The easiest way to see tracks is on snow. We were lucky in winter. We saw, for instance, a lot of tracks of wolves. Let's move on. By the way, we stopped at a catwalk called Luka. It's a really magical place. I had to make a lot of effort to take this picture. A little bit further, we saw 4 cars parked by the road. There had to be something. Of course! 2 mooses in the swamp. These animals change their swamp dwelling in spring. Their spring delicacy is Calfa palustris. We're approaching the place where the river Biebrzą and the river Narew connect. In the winter, in this place, it's quite easy to see beavers and otters. The easiest way to observe otters is in areas where people are every day. The animals are less afraid, don't run away that fast. The beginning of spring at the river Biebrzą is time of backswarms. Snow and ice melt and the level of water rises. At some places you can feel like being by the sea or lake. The end of February, March and the beginning of April are full of passages of birds. The most visible are swans. Much smaller birds are anthidy, golden eyes. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful birds is a northern lapwing. At the twilight, the wild geese fly on the fields. They travel in the huge V formations, and they gather in groups for the evening feeding ground. By the river Biebrzą, we can count them in thousands. A little bit later, in spring, the raphs are coming, which are the symbol of Biebrzą National Park. A very interesting attraction is the appearance of blue frogs. The May swamp frogs change their colors during the rutting season. Summer connotes these kinds of landscape. However, it's worth looking closely at smaller things. The white plants are beautiful, aren't they? By the way, we can observe a variety of insects, amphibians and reptiles. On the other hand, rivers and old riverbeds even in summer are green. We can even find a freshly used fox den. The end of summer, in my view, is the ideal time for watching sunrises and sunsets. Quite easily, we can see the swallow gathering. They gather together in big groups and sit on the power lines. During the day, I recommend going by the riverside. The greenness around it and its general surrounding is astonishing. Everything looks like a chocolate box picture setting. The beautiful treat is the cranes flying over. They are leaving Poland to go to the warmer countries, for example Spain. The late summer is the perfect time for the evening boat trip for beaver watching. Beavers don't pay attention to the light and behave naturally. It's a fantastic experience. The early autumn is the ideal time for calm, relaxing walks. By the river Biebrzą, the rutting season of deer and mooses is taking place. It's also the time of the biggest passages of cranes. And that's a completely different story. Bisons from the Biebrzą National Park. But I will tell you about this another time. That's all I've prepared for today. See you later. Bye!